The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro?
Chance for a shot! And he's done it! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And he welcomes it in.
Real chance! And yes, it's there! 2-0, and in next to no time.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Aberdeen are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Tries to play it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Aberdeen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi with the short one. Rijkaard.
Decent chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Koller absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Messi. Great vision. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Messi takes the shot. They want to be quick to recover this. Short changes him with that pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's Messi. Messi tries making a foray down the right. Seedorf. Can he get on the end of this? Played into space out wide. Stood up well to him there. Messi, very much a man of this moment. In with the challenge. It's a searching pass. Seedorf. It's a pretty loose pass. Davids. Aberdeen have it back and can go again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. Dembele. Dembele's cross. Cannavaro gets it away. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Nesta cuts out the pass. Del Piero. Koller. Oh, terrible pass. And this is Rui Costa. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That's an imaginative pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Early ball out from the back. Oh, they could break here. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball, good take. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now who's going to be first to this? Del Piero. And it's Messi. Messi, this is promising.
He's had a shot!
Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Aberdeen go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we're off again. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kvaratskhelia. That's a lovely, neat pass.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, it's Dembele. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's Dembele. Seedorf. Can he get it through? Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And this is Dembele. Dembele charging forward, the ball at his feet. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Rijkaard has got himself a free kick. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. He can't put it away.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Rui Costa. Now, can they get him away? Picked out brilliantly. Shoots! They've scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Collier.
You have to expect that from everyone now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible...
Takes a shot! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Del Piero.
Number 20, Bullet. Substitution.
Looking wide.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Nicely intercepted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, it's come loose.
Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Aberdeen perhaps contemplating their next change here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's made its way to him.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
A header! He scores! And they get themselves in front!
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Aberdeen get themselves into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Now he's got space here. Floated through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well timed, excellent interception. Played out towards the right wing. He's a sharp little ball here.
Great chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Knocks it into space. Played in by Robertson. Del Piero. 5 minutes to add. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Del Piero. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. Pull it. Oh, good spread.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's found the way past. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking. And time is up. Aberdeen pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Davids. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's found support out wide. And here's Del Piero. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rijkaard. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's tidy. He's going for goal! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
That's going up front in a hurry. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's forced to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Dembele. Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's played it back. Kvaratskhelia does well to get it back. Yaya Toure. Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Davids. And that's put paid to a promising move. Great vision. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's there to retrieve it.
Aberdeen have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And it's Yaya Toure.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good read, needed to be. Davids. Baresi cuts it out. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bergomi calmly anticipates. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we reached the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Aberdeen have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Tries to play it through. Kvaratskhelia gets into a good position.
Chance for a shot! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Aberdeen have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's done very well to take that back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Can he finish?
And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Aberdeen are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Dembele. Iniesta. That has not gone well. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Iniesta. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Del Piero. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Driving forward, and he's being shifted off it. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. Pelé.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
That's the throw. Looking for the run. He's picked his way through. Oh, nice touch. Takes the shot! Still just that single goal and we are nearly done.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, super find. Turan.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Driven forward. And smartly reclaimed. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a...